Anyone listening to this who has ever had to come out of the closet one way or another, they know that you can't really force that moment. You can't really force accepting that everyone else needs to accept you. That takes time. Reach out, talk to anyone, your friends, or if you can't really talk to them because that becomes too close, talk to your HCP. They do listen. They're there for the same thing. Remember, this is about life quality. Now I've come to terms with me being perfectly comfortable with who I am, also being HIV positive, and I can start thinking of, dare I say, more mundane things like, do I see myself in the same job in 10 years? Do I see a partner in my life? All these, or a child. All these things mean that obviously I'm also thinking a bit more about my health, and that is both mental health as well as physical health. It takes time, and take the time. Take the time to realize that this is not going to be the end of you. This is not going to necessarily have any bigger impact on your life than what you choose that it has. HIV does not necessarily dictate who you are as a person. If you are a person struggling with having this diagnosis, struggling with the worry and concern about the stigma and the trouble that you will encounter, then believe me when I say that you will be surprised how strong you will also become of this. Even though it hasn't been easy, it's been a journey in itself to get back to taking things slow, discovering that I can still fall in love, discovering that I can still love and feel loved. I have been so focused on me, and I needed to focus on me and accepting me. And now where I am in this journey is opening up again. It's important to have an honest discussion and an open discussion. And for me specifically, I talked about other elements of my life as well, not specifically what related to my HIV diagnosis, but also concerns, troubles, and she would always lend an ear. In my case, it's probably a lot about my sex life in general. My sex life and former drug use was very often a thing I liked to talk openly with my HCP about. Being able to talk about what sort of, not the side effects of the medicine, but the side effects of this stigma and even self-stigma. It was very important to me to be able to not feel ashamed to share this information as well with my HCP. I feel it's very important for me to understand my HIV treatment, the effects, the potential side effects, the long-term or short-term effects of it. Understanding what a creatinine level is all of a sudden, and knowing that I might want to get my kidneys checked because I've noticed that I think this number is too high compared to what I know it have to be. Living with HIV is not just about physical well-being, it's about life quality in general. Having a conversation about not feeling welcome or comfortable in my hometown is equally as relevant a conversation to have with your HCP as it is to talk about whatever side effects you might or might not have. Don't be afraid to love, and don't be afraid to love yourself.